Once again, another test drive here at Maple Motors. This is a 1968 Chevy C-10 pickup. Beautiful paint job, 350, all kinds of upgrades. AC, aluminum radiator, electric fans. Look at these wires, look at this. American racing wheels, disc brakes. Disc brakes in the front, drum in the rear. Dual exhaust out the back, bed cover. Pinstriping everywhere. Don't forget to check us out, maplemotors.com. We do have financing and shipping available. I think this is going to be a good test drive. About the time. Let's go for a ride. Well, they've customized just about everything on this truck. You got nice carpet. It looks like even nitrous oxide. I don't know if that's hooked up or not. I see the wire. It may just be for show. We'll start this up. Let's cut the AC on. We'll start with that. It is hot in here. 70,000 miles, what it's showing on the dash. I heard that compressor kick in, and almost instantly the air changed to cold. Deleted the glove box. Speakers behind the seats. Do have the face of the radio in the office, tilt column, chrome all the way through. It actually looked like there was something on there. It's so shiny. That is not. It's just the reflection. Turn signals. Now they're not flashing on the dash, but I did notice the turn signal was on the outside, so it is working. Wipers. Oh, that switch is messed up. I don't guess it's hooked up. Your wipers are not hooked up. I got it to click. It is just spinning. I don't think anything's hooked up to the back of it. Well, we do have cold AC. Place your bets. Do you think the horn works? I haven't tried it. This NOS tank is empty. Well, it seemed like it was empty. Got her cut back off. Definitely empty now. I think our bolt's loose there. I did want to check it just to see, but it kind of looked like our bolt was loose on top and like the tank's not sealing up. I got it closed though. All right, horn, place your bets. What do you think? Nope. It doesn't look like it's hooked up either. I'm looking around just to see if there's any other buttons. I don't know what this is. I gotta quit touching stuff, don't I? I don't know what that is hooked up to. It's not hooked up to anything on the back side. All right, let's hit the road and we'll see what else we can find. All right. Yeah, I don't think the seal is sealing up very well on that nitrous tank. I don't actually think it's hooked up either. Window crank here, a little bit stiff, but still going up. We're gonna roll it up because got that cold AC. Now, obviously, you want to fix that seal. I was trying it out for you, but before you put it, refill it and do anything with it, that will actually like freeze your hand off, believe it or not. So you gotta be careful. It's extremely cold if you haven't messed with that before. Hey, a quick little story. We're getting ready to head out. You see reverse here. Back when I was about 6 years old, we had a nitrous tank in the office here, and everybody had the rolly chairs, and the secretary used to sit in front of us, and she's passed away now. I was a 5-year-old kid. I just opened that tank wide open and blew her straight into the desk. I'll never live that story down because everybody still talks about it to this day. It was wild. And back then, that's when they used to smoke cigarettes in the office. So I mean, it could have been alright, but it could have been really dangerous. But yeah, there's my quick story. That was 30 years ago. So far, this one's checking out pretty good. Our engine temperature over here is not working. It's broken. It's off the map. I do recommend getting an engine temperature gauge. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it the whole time to check it out for you. Oil pressure is way up on the dash. Gas gauge not working as well. They said that the speedo cable, it was hooked up, but it was screaming. It was making crazy noises. And they said the speedo was not right. It was only like 10 mile an hour while you're going like 30. So they unhooked that, so it's just not annoying and screaming throughout the whole video. But I did want to tell you about that. Of course, we tell you everything we see. This one, it needs a few little things, you know, odds and ends. But overall, it's got a really nice paint job. It's running and driving good, and they did a lot of work under the hood. Here we go. Finally, traffic ended. It's actually pretty smooth going down the road. You see how straight it is? Tight steering. Plenty of pep getting in the brakes. Those brakes are nice, I'll tell you that. Back in our throttle. Putting her to the floor. Our kick down passing gear is not hooked up. Look, that's maddening. Gotta watch out. Ladybug pulled out. You can always shift down, get that. Definitely when it starts cranking some R's, it starts pulling hard in this one. That's good. I'm actually really enjoying the AC. It's nice. Gas station up here on the right, we'll get $20 with the premium fuel. Typically your gas cap's over here, but I don't know if they relocated it or what. I'm sure with this caliber of truck they probably did. I don't see it right out my window, so gas cap. We'll put a little bit of fuel in here. I'm going to say the gas gauge doesn't work. Oh, okay, it screws on. It scared me. I was like, how did that break off? There is only a few threads on that. So I'm thinking it actually tightened up pretty good. It was just loose. Alright. I was like, what? Anyways, the gas gauge might work. It may just be empty. But that's for me to find out. So go ahead and roll these windows down, get some gas, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, the tailgate was incredibly stiff. It's hard to get open. I think everything needs to be greased. It looks like it's working there, but maybe the handle's out of adjustment, which you can get to from there. And since that happened, I might not be able to get back into it very easy. We're gonna look around in the back here. It looks like it's all been rhino lined or at least coated with bed liner. And your gas cap is back here. We're 100% full at $17, about 5 gallons. Filled this tank all the way up. This little pin here wasn't very easy to get out either. A little bit difficult there, but it goes back in good. Now when I shut it back, this is the last time you'll see the bed area. But yes, it was very difficult to open. As you can see, it's not opening there, I think. Everything needs to be greased up or something. I was looking. This latch on this side is not even all the way in. So I guess maybe it was just this side that was hanging up. Yeah, this one's all the way in. All right. Like I said, I'm 100% honest in all my videos, so I tell you everything I see and what I experience. That way you have no surprises when you get here to pick up your ride. Of course, this one is from 1968 and it's got a lot going on. Let's go ahead and start it up. We know the gauge is broke because we already had gas when we arrived. All right, let's keep rolling. Let's roll out of here. So I don't guess that thing's gonna stay on there. There's just not enough thread. I mean, barely any there. I don't know how it stayed on there to begin with when you only get like one turn on it. Let's see. Yeah, that hole is like a ½ inch deep. The threads on there is not even a quarter. I wonder if that unscrews out of there a little bit, and I think it does. Either way, that's not staying. Honestly, it gives you a little bit more space from the steering wheel. I was hitting my hand on it constantly as I was driving, and now I've got a little bit of a gap there, so just a wee bit better. But I do think you can actually adjust this lever here. I think it adjusts back away from the steering wheel. But if it's made out of solid billet like that, I mean, you shouldn't have to be delicate with it. It's a metal machine. It just needs more threads. You gotta manually turn off your turn signals from what I've noticed. It actually is a lot better without that nub there. I'm telling you, it was bumping my hand as I was coming around quite a bit. Bumping the road here. Suspension's quite smooth. A little bouncy in the back, but it is a truck. Now I guess when we get back to the lot, I'm gonna do picking out the flaws. That's chips, scratches, rust, dents, all that good stuff. And from what I've seen, this one doesn't have a lot of that. All right, I'm gonna see if I can actually get them threads to come out a little more, but the problem is you still hit your hand on that knob because it's so close at that point. It just gets really close. But either way, we'll figure it out. I'll be back with picking out the flaws. All right, we're at picking out the flaws. Chips, scratches, rust, dents. If it's there, I'll let you know. Coming around the front end. So we got a scratch here in the front. See some chips around the edge and on top here. I don't know what's going on here. And some discoloration on that trim. Those headlight bezels. A little bit of bubbling going on in the paint underneath it. Bumper on this one looks pretty sweet. Couple dings. Coming down the side. Been over the fender. Door's kind of hanging a little bit on the bottom. See how it stuck out? Same with this side. Got some bubbles popping up around that fender. Back your midsection. Little wax there. Little chip here. Chip in the corner. Up top as well. In the corner here. Front windshield on this one's nice and clean. Seal also. Little bubbles side. Chemical peel bubbles here as well. Just bad prep there. Back window. I guess they just did the windows together. Probably did front and rear. So they look brand new. Cover also looks fairly new. Same thing, little bad prep right there on top of that bed rail. I'm not gonna open this. Remember, it was very difficult to get open. I don't know, one of the hinges is hanging in there. Bad prep here. Chips in the back. Bumper on the back looks great. A chip behind it. Got some cracks in the paint above the handle. Down the passenger side. Chip in the corner. Doors hanging at the bottom on this side as well. See how it's kind of stuck out a little. Little chip. Chip here in the front. Midsection. Nice little speck in the back. Little bubbles. Bad prep on the paint there on top of that bed rail. See it all the way down. Chips. The roof looks all right. Let's check out the interior. Door panel on this one, pretty clean. Pinstriping at the bottom. It's got some chips at the bottom of that panel. Pinstriping in the jamb. That's pretty clean. Light little chips. Seal. Good. Seat. Not bad. Well, it looks like they velcroed the mat down, which can easily be taken out, but it is a good idea, especially if you want them to stay put. Firmly shut the door, otherwise it'll do that. coming down with the hood. Little ding. Well, we're all done here. If you have any other questions, I'll send you more videos. Always give us a call, 615-822-4444. We're here to help you out. I do appreciate it. And guys, I will see you in the next video.